Oh hey! Listen here, you little shit. Why the fuck do you not look like me?
Legal disclaimer. No artist known as Sekunde got hurt on the production of this video.
Do you have a sona? I do. I draw myself as like a cartoon character sometimes. And my cartoon character is very cute. She says, "Oh hey!" And she does that so well, right?
Oh hey! It's called branding. So yes, I draw myself often. Oh hey!
I draw her with a cap because I think that's like one of the characteristics that I do have. I wear caps a lot and I have like lots of them, but I thought it would be fun to cosplay my sona. Now, what do I mean with cosplay? Originally, I wanted to hand sew a matching set of cap and t-shirt, right? Because that's basically what my sona is wearing all the time. The thing is, none of my caps are like exactly the way that the cap is that I have for my sona, and I'm gonna go into those details later on. But that's all from me for now, because this is just the intro. As you can hear, I did not end up doing both the things. I ended up doing up one thing. I sewed this cap. This is the end result, and you're gonna see the process here, and I hope you enjoy.
Oh hey, so this is me going to the shop and like looking for materials. I ended up taking like not that many things, but you will see some of them later on. Here I am trying to explain my camera's things. Audio microphone doesn't work very well, so I did something else. I'm going to do a voiceover. Yay, voiceover Moon here. How are you guys doing? Let's look at past Moon explaining her cap and her design features and what she wants to do. And here she has all the pieces cut out. Sheet things. Turned out I needed lots more because I needed to do lots of like hand sewing the inside parts. I basically had to like stiffen up the fabric quite a lot and didn't find any interfacing on my shopping tour, so that's what I did. But here you can see some of the sketches in my sketchbook. Ooh, look at that, me doing like different hats and like thinking through the design what I want. But I took most of the construction from my favorite cap, which is from the brand Nebelkind, which is a German brand here. And they do lots of stuff. And here I'm showing off the I forgot what it's called. It's like a very soft material. Foam. It's called foam. So I'm showing off the foam that I cut out with Moon, and then I'm doing embroidery. And I did this because I wanted it to be raised. So I wanted so the planned embroidery here is flat compared to the embroidery of the name Moon. And here I'm cutting off a plastic. This was originally, I believe, like a mouse pad, but like a hard plastic one, like not a good one, but it doesn't matter because I didn't use it for a mouse pad anyway. And it was very cheap. Here I am hand sewing because I hand sewed everything, because I do own, well, I have one sewing machine from my mom. I didn't buy it myself. And here I am explaining basically something that I want to do the lacing detail on the side, because I don't have a closure for my cap. So I thought about what to do instead of that. So I came up with the idea of let's do some lacing on the sides, like left and right. Kind of like a corset, I guess, because I have something, what are they called? Like these metal thingies that I can use for that. They wouldn't work for like real corsets because they are not stiff enough. But I think that they work very well for the cap here. And so I'm just like cutting this in half and yeah, then putting them in, as you can see here. I got them like quite a while ago, mostly because I didn't really care for these little metal thingies, but because I wanted to have like the spikes. I am including also one spike on the cap, just like one. I think it looks like a tooth, and that's kind of neat. I didn't want the cap to look too punk or anything like that, or too fancy. It mostly is supposed to look like my sona cap, but I think it would be very fun to like do more cap than just this one cap. And that's kind of why I did like multiple designs. I thought about, oh yeah, I'm also including here, I should like mention this. I'm putting in, kind of like inspired by Cos, a way to stiffen the thing. This plastic, this hard plastic here. Okay, what happened here is that I injured my finger. I think I tell you this in the intro.
This video is long enough for mid-roll ads, and you know what that means? I'm gonna introduce you to our sponsor, me! I'm an artist, and I do commissions, not just stuff like this, which is mostly older art of mine that I printed out like a long time ago, but furry art for the most part, which I don't have hanging here because this is all personal stuff, right? But I do portraits, I do landscapes, I do like full pieces, full bodies, and I rarely, if ever, do sketches or stuff that's not fully colored because I'm a colorful, painterly bitch and I don't bother with line art, so don't ask for it, okay? And from now, November till New Year's, all of my prices will be half off, 50%. So if you see something on my price list on my website, it's half the price, I promise. And you can DM me and I will tell you, and I have no reason to lie to you. Anyways, commission an artist, and I made a clip for that. I animated my own advertisement. I hope you enjoyed, because this took me forever, and this is also one of the reasons why this video took so long. Enjoy.
Hey, so you want to hear a funny story that happened to me at work? Okay, so it was in the office and we were all just doing our own thing when there was this crash happening and... Huh? Okay, it's not supposed to... Hey, I'm Moon. I'm an artist, and did you know that you can commission an artist to tell that story in comic format or even animated if they were really good?
I'm gonna do that again because it's so fun, but so much work. Animating in general is so much work. So I hope you enjoyed this. Okay, to the next segment.
Okay, so here I'm sewing again after I injured. This yellow tape I had for like 2 days on, so it wasn't that bad. It was not like a deep injury or anything. I'm using an old cut of jeans as my material here for the inside because I really wanted that stiffness. And as I said, I had to sew 2 channels in each side of the front row to like get the hard plastic in. I think in like corsetry it's called boning. And that's called that way because it was originally done with the whale bones. Here I'm trying to like show off some problems that I ran into. So here's the curling up of the sides, also the lacing. Doesn't it look kind of cute? So as you can tell, I'm currently wearing the hat way stiffer laced than it is in the video here. But the thing about that is that my oh my gosh, why am I showing this off so slowly? Anyway, so I am showing off some problems here where I had to like sew on more material on the cap because I was running out. Here you could see the underside peeking in because I did mess up with the measuring of the plastic for the brim. So there's slight problems here, so I had to add a tiny little bit of black fabric in between the brim and this part here of the section. And I'm skipping all that because the filming was unnecessary. And I'm just like making a little bracelet with a name thingy, with a name attached. I really like this. I have like so many beads now, and I thought about doing like bracelets and stuff like that, matching, but I'm just gonna do or I just did this little name. Now, Vollmondsekunde, I mentioned before, it's a German name. It means full moon second. It's just like something fantastical that I came up with when I was very young. and I wanted it to sound whimsical. And now a few people have asked me if this is like a werewolf reference. It was not meant to, but I really like that idea. My persona is not a werewolf or not a wolf at all. I'm a turtle, if you are curious, because I usually draw myself not as my persona, but as myself sona in like human form. That's kind of weird, right? Like most people that have a persona, I'm gonna imagine, would draw themselves more as their furry form rather than their human. This is me showing off how much of it is healed. Ooh, look at that. It looks not bad at all. You know that bit in the intro where I tell you that no Formensekunde was hurt in the process? That was a lie. That was a lie that production tells you at the start of the movie, because otherwise, you know, people get curious and ask you about it. And I don't know where I did this in the original speed, but I really like how all of the tiny little details came in. Here you can see the blue lacing. It's on the inside of the hat now, like pinned away, but I could like unfurl it and like make the hat white if I wanted to. That was the original idea for the lacing anyways. Now that you've seen the process, I can reveal to you not just this hat here, but the actual hat that I made, so you can see the end result. You got like good glimpses of this already. But this is the finished version. I didn't film it, but I did this in embroidery. This is it does stand. Well, just the front. The back kind of doesn't stand as it should. But this stands. It reads my name. Formensekunde here. Ooh, look at that. And it reads moon here because that's how people call me. Formensekunde means just full moon second in German because it's fantasy. And it has these fun little lacing details, and this is because there's no closure. I didn't have anything on the back, right? So I have them on both sides. And I didn't like completely close it. I could like change it for if I want to wear it differently. I guess if I had like a bigger head or something like that, which I don't have. This is completely made just for me. But for the future, I might get a closure thingy. And yeah, for the future, if I'm ever doing something different or like doing a head again, I might do some different things. So while I really like the brim here, and it is stiff, it doesn't have the desired thickness. It only looks like it has the desired thickness because the fabric like poofs up, right? But the plastic itself, if I press down on it, it's like very, very thin. And I think just like putting a foam layer in between would like elevate this just a tiny bit more. And then you can see that on this side here, with my understitching being slightly wrong, it curls upwards, like outwards a little bit, and that's very, very annoying. But otherwise, I'm also proud that I did the inside stitching here, like clean it all up and stuff like that, and I think that's good. There's like tiny things that I would do differently, or like things that I think I can improve, but you're never done. You're never done learning and learning a new skill. I was so proud of myself when I finished this thing, because even though it took me way longer than I expected to, I was just so happy because I got something out of it. It looks good, and I'm proud of myself for tackling something that I always wanted to do, making my own clothing. Now, originally the idea for the video was to also include a shirt. I even got like some material for that, to like fully cosplay myself sona, but I had like a lot of issues coming up. One of them is that my graphic tablet has been ruined, and that's why the animation in the beginning sucks so much, because I did that last. We're like my graphic tablet barely working. It's gonna be fine. Subscribe, because
I want to do more fun projects next time. December's video should be good, and hopefully so will be the one for January, because that's how far ahead I have planned. Yay!